with not only internal struggles, but also outwardly influenced by state and federal policies of the Great Father in Washington, intent on dispossessing us of our lands in the interest of America's definition of progress. It is the year of 1838. The major land speculators interested in acquiring our lands, the Ogden Land Company, has led an effort to negotiate terms of a new treaty, bypassing General Council meetings of our nation and promoting internal tribal chaos. Our Buffalo Creek lands, along with the rest of our Seneca reservations, have been sold from beneath us under fraudulent conditions. An established Buffalo Creek Treaty of 1838 seeks to remove us from our lands here and displace us to Kansas. I have traveled to this faraway place and seen with my own eyes the disease-ridden, barren landscape, unsuitable for farming, to which we are to be displaced. And I, along with a great number of our people, do not wish to call these lands our home. Our people pose the question, what right do those individuals have who would benefit from our relocation? What right do they have to lobby to secure positions to negotiate a treaty in our name for the removal of the Seneca and Haudenosaunee from New York State? We ask, who gives them authority to designate our representatives to speak for us under the influence of drunken bribery and empty promises of monies and lands? For they are not our Seneca leadership, and they cannot speak for the Seneca. These scheming tactics and actions, supported by the Commissioner of Indian Affairs in Washington, I implore, are clearly in violation of the 1794 Treaty of Canandaigua between the United States and the Six Nations of the Iroquois Confederacy, in which it is established that any negotiations can only be transacted with an open council of our Seneca leaders. Despite revelations exposing extensive questionable practices in gaining the so-called approval of our Seneca to agree to this treaty, our great father in Washington, Van Buren, ratifies this treaty, ensuring us that it is in the best interest and survival of our people. It is only with immense public outcry spurred and led by our Quaker friends, denouncing the fraudulent means of acquiring the Treaty of 1838, that Congress, under further examination, denounces this treaty and forces a supplemental agreement which will come to be known as the Compromise Treaty of 1842. In this year of 1842, the federal negotiator for Washington, Ambrose Spencer, sends false word there that our people favor this agreement also. In reality, approximately 40 of our 55 chiefs did not agree to this treaty or sign any terms. In order to maintain the lands we have, we are prepared to sacrifice and cede some of our land base and still retain our reserves. We are under the belief that negotiations to this effect shall take place with the council of our chiefs. Contrary to this, what was presented to us had already established the forfeiture of both our Buffalo Creek and Tonawanda lands, with only the Cattaraugus and Allegheny tracts to be returned to us. More widespread frauds once again are continued to be uncovered regarding this supplemental treaty during its drafting, and an investigative report is filed at Washington on our behalf, but not until the day of the signing of this treaty.